The sun was setting in its wonted west, when Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs, met Mahry d'Aubigny, the village rose, under the wizard's oak, old trysting place of those who loved in rosy Aquitaine. They thought themselves unwatched, but they were not, for Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs, found in Lieutenant Colonel Joel's Dubosc a rival, envious and unscrupulous, who thought it not foul scorn to dodge his steps, and listen, unperceived, to all that passed between the simple little village rose and Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs. A clumsy barrack bully was Dubosc, quite unfamiliar with the well-bred tact that animates a proper gentleman in dealing with a girl of humble rank. You'll understand his coarseness when I say he would have married Mahry d'Aubigny, and dragged the unsophisticated girl into the whirl of fashionable life, for which her singularly rustic ways, her breeding, moral, but extremely rude, her language, chaste, but ungrammatical, would absolutely have unfitted her. How different to this unreflecting boor was Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs. Contemporary with the incident related in our opening paragraph, was that sad war twixt Gallia and ourselves that followed on the treaty signed at Draw, and so Lieutenant Colonel Joel's Dubosc, brave soldier, he, with all his faults of style, and Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs, were sent by Charles of France against the lines of our 6th Henry, 1429, to drive his legions out of Aquitaine. When Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs, returned, suspecting nothing, to his camp, after his meeting with the village rose, he found inside his barrack letter-box a note from the commanding officer, requiring his attendance at headquarters. He went, and found Lieutenant Colonel Joel's. Young Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs, this night we shall attack the English camp. Be the forlorn hope yours. You'll lead it, sir, and lead it too with credit, I've no doubt, as every man must certainly be killed, for you are 20 against 2,000 men. It is not likely that you will return. But what of that? You'll have the benefit of knowing that you die a soldier's death. Obedience was young Hongree's strongest point, but he imagined that he only owed allegiance to his Mahry and his king. If Mahry bade me lead these fated men, I'd lead them, but I do not think she would. If Charles, my king, said, "Go, my son, and die," I'd go. Of course, my duty would be clear, but Mahry is in bed asleep, I hope, and Charles, my king, 100 leagues from this. As for Lieutenant Colonel Joel's Dubosc, how know I that our monarch would approve the order he has given me tonight? My king I've sworn in all things to obey. I'll only take my orders from my king. Thus Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs, interpreted the terms of his commission, and Hongree, who was wise as he was good, disguised himself that night in ample cloak, round flapping hat, and visor mask of black, and made, unnoticed, for the English camp. He passed the unsuspecting sentinels, who little thought a man in this disguise could be a proper object of suspicion, and ere the curfew bell had boomed lights out, he found in audience Bedford's haughty duke. "Your Grace," he said, "start not, be not alarmed, although a Frenchman stands before your eyes. I'm Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs. My colonel will attack your camp tonight, and orders me to lead the hope forlorn." Now I am sure our excellent King Charles would not approve of this, but he's away 100 leagues, and rather more than that, so, utterly devoted to my king, blinded by my attachment to the throne, and having but its interest at heart, I feel it is my duty to disclose all schemes that emanate from Colonel Joel's, if I believe that they are not the kind of schemes that our good monarch would approve. "But how," said Bedford's duke, "do you propose that we should overthrow your colonel's scheme?" And Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs, replied at once with never-failing tact, "Oh, sir, I know this cursed country well. Entrust yourself and all your host to me. I'll lead you safely by a secret path into the heart of Colonel Joel's array, and you can then attack them unprepared, and slay my fellow countrymen unarmed." The thing was done. The Duke of Bedford gave the order, and 2,000 fighting men crept silently into the Gallic camp, and slew the Frenchmen as they lay asleep, and Bedford's haughty duke slew Colonel Joel's, and gave fair Mahry, pride of Aquitaine, to Hongree, sub-lieutenant of chasseurs,